The thoroughbred is a magnificent animal, bred for speed, bred to compete, the sport of kings.
Wow, West Coast has it by 6.
It's the all-new Let's Go Racing from Parks Casino and Racetrack. It's action-packed and fun for the entire family.
3 of them are right together with 1 furlong to go.
Let's Go Racing is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association. It's fun to see them run.
Welcome to Let's Go Racing. I'm Danny Gibson, here joining you with Dick Girardi. We're coming to you from Parks Racing to bring you all the latest in horse racing and news from around the country. On today's show, all eyes are on Parks Racing as we have an end of 2021 to remember with 5 $100,000 stakes races to close out the racing year. The Blitzen, Kris Kringle, and Mrs. Claus, and for our 2-year-olds, the Parks Maturity and Parks Juvenile. And which horse will get our 2021 winningest horse honors. Also, we're going to see an amazing race at Santa Anita. And joining us is very special guest, our PTHA President, Sal DeBunda, to discuss big changes in our great organization. All this coming up on today's show. Well, we want to start off by wishing everyone a happy 2022. It feels good to say that. Happy New Year, everyone.
Yeah, how did this happen, by the way? I remember when getting into 2000 was exciting. That's 22 years ago. What happened in the last 22 years?
We're the Jetsons. Well, let's get right into some Parks racing. We're going to start with the Blitzen Stakes $100,000, going 6 furlongs. And our favorite is Repo Rocks, the number 7 for trainer Juan Vasquez with Joseph Berrios.
Yeah, won 2 in a row at Aqueduct, now comes back to Parks. Juan has horses in New York and obviously has horses here at Parks.
Huge field here. Our second choice is the number 3, Prince of Rain at 9-2 odds. Get Inio Biedo shipping in from Penn National.
Yeah, what was so cool about these 2 racing days, the fields were just gigantic, and obviously everybody's jumping at these late $100,000 races. They can join in and try to pick up some late cash in 2021.
Well, it's going to be a fast one. Here's the call, the $100,000 Blitzen Stakes.
There's Baracho, who grabs the lead, is up by a neck. For the Love of Bourbon, Ward on the wing, didn't break that well, but is now going to challenge this early leader. War Toxin is in tight, gets shuffled back to 5th as Ward on a wing now takes the lead. Final Shot is towards the mid-pack then. Repo Rocks in the green cap is some forward momentum outside of Smooth B with 4 furlongs left to go. Towards the far outside there comes Battle Station, who's going to be very wide around the turn. Peanut Butter Special. Then comes Blue Cap. That's Prince of Rain. Don't Mesa with me. From the back, Bybee, and the trailer is New Commission. On the front end, Baracho is trying to shake loose. Here's Dreams Untold with a 3-wide rally, and Dreams Untold is about to take the lead. Dreams Untold is your leader with a quarter-mile left to go. Baracho is trying to battle on back towards the inside. Final Shot. Repo Rocks has 3 to make up. Dreams Untold at the top of the stretch. Baracho is still making up ground towards the inside. Final Shot. Here come from behind. Here's Battle Station with a late rally, and Repo Rocks. Dreams Untold is approaching the 16th pole. Repo Rocks is fully in pursuit, kicks it into gear, but Dreams Untold has gotten the right trip. Frankie Pennington for the Someday Farm, and Dreams Untold, they get the victory.
Well, the Pennsylvania bred Dreams Untold and jockey Frankie Pennington get it done. They get the win for owner and breeder Mrs. Chapman of Someday Farm.
Yeah, look, John Service has always loved this horse. He actually thought about the Preakness at one point in 2020. That didn't pan out, but man, Dreams Untold. This was the horse we've been waiting to see.
Yeah.
He was really good in this contest.
Oh, we knew he could do it. Here's more with winning jockey Frankie Pennington.
We're here with our winning rider, jockey Frankie Pennington, who just won the Blitzen Stakes on Dreams Untold. He's always had the talent, and he's been kind of a spotty horse with his running. I mean, today he put it all together.
Yes, John Service really got him ready for this race, and John told me, he's like, just sit in a good spot and he'll give you everything, and sure enough, he was right. When John tells you something, he's right about it.
And it's so good. Mrs. Chapman couldn't be here today, but love seeing her Someday Farm silks across she really is our first lady at Parks.
She's the sweetest lady you will ever meet in horse racing. You gotta love her. She's the best.
And let's get to our 2-year-old fillies in the Parks Maturity, going 6 furlongs, $100,000. And our favorite is Misinterpret, post 10 at 6-5 odds for trainer Todd Pletcher.
Yeah, coming out of 2 not very good races, but in a grade 1 and a grade 2, I think the theory is dropping here into maybe against slightly easier competition, but she's still got to do it.
She does, and our second choice is Stand Up Comic for trainer Butch Reed at 5-2.
Yeah, never lost on the dirt. They tried the turf, ran good the first time, not so good the second time, back on dirt.
Here's the call of the Parks Maturity.
It's Collins Gray Lady is up by a quick 2 out of the chute. Wandering around just a touch. Collins Gray Lady's got the lead. Lady Bernadette, their stand-up comic to the inside of Smarty Pants Sandy. That's the leading 4. Misinterpret out in the center of the racetrack is taken 5th, but does have 4 lengths to make up. Decisive Cause, 2 Dogs, 4 Cats is underway towards the back of the field with 88 Keys in the trailer. Captain's Daughter, unopposed and in hand. Collins Gray Lady has less than a half mile to go, is up by 2. Stand-up comic down towards the inside with Lady Bernadette. Here's a rally towards the outside from 2 Dogs, 4 Cats, ran right by Misinterpret, who's in traffic, is towards the back of the field and is being shoved along. Collins Gray Lady has got the lead, went 46 and 2 for a half mile time and is still up by a length and a half. Stand-up comic is fully extended, now tips into the 2-path to chase this leader. Misinterpret has been under a drive all the way around that far turn, is starting to make up some late ground, but Stand-up Comic is the leader. Stand-up Comic kicks for home and wanders around, but Stand-up Comic is clear by 2. Collins Gray Lady is trying to come on back. Here's Captain's Daughter and the far outside Misinterpret. Stand-up Comic is now up by 3.5 lengths. Captain's Daughter up on the outside. Stand-up Comic inside the final 16th.
Stand-up Comic got it done. Her and Jockey Frankton blew by the front runners.
Yeah, look, she looks good. I think she'll go longer. This is 3 for 3 on dirt now. This is a half to Miss Dr. B, who was a good horse in the stable. So yeah, congratulations to Chuck Zachary, Glenn Bennett, and Butch Reed.
Great group. Here's more with trainer Butch Reed.
Great ride by Frankie. He sat in a nice spot, saved all the ground, and did a tremendous job.
And we were talking earlier, Dick made a comment, and this is just pouring on. This is your best year ever as a trainer.
Yeah. This is the add into the year. It's been a sensational year, and hopefully we got one more to go, and we'll see how that goes.
It's been a lot of fun watching your barn. Your horses always look dynamite. We love you, Butch. Congratulations.
Thanks, really appreciate it.
And our next stakes is the Parks Juvenile for 2-year-olds going 7 furlongs, and our favorite is Speaking. 2-to-1 odds, the number 6 horse for Eddie Owens Jr.
Yeah, again, coming from New York, where it didn't run very well at all, but the 2 races at Monmouth were exceptional. So get back to that form. This is going to be a tough horse to beat.
Nice big looking horse too. And our second choice is Script for trainer Graham Motion. 5-2 does get Georgie Vargas Jr. on.
Yeah, and anytime Graham comes up, you always have to take a close look.
Absolutely. Nice group of 2-year-olds running in our Parks Juvenile. Here's the call.
22 and 3. Dance Code is pressured. Speaking is in between horses with a 3-wide practical coach, as they've got now a half mile left to go. It's Dance Code up by a neck. It's a gap of 4 back to Script, who's outside of EGOT, a poker face, Vine Jet, Southern Runner, the trailer, Raging Tempest. Dance Code is still in front. Speaking is ready to engage right to the outside. Practical coach is under a full drive. Script is now kicked into gear, is in the 4th spot, still 4.5 off the lead. Vine Jet, Southern Runner, EGOT, a poker face, Raging Tempest, 45 and 2, that half mile time. They reach the quarter mile pole, and Speaking is still not passing Dance Code, who's very resilient down towards the inside. Dance Code kicks on, is still ahead in front. Speaking is bounding up on the outside, is trying to pass this leader. Dance Code has still got more. Practical coach just not making up the ground. Script has got a late rally, but is running out of time. It's still Dance Code holding on. Speaking is trying to push on by. Dance Code is up by 3/4 of a length. Speaking just can't pass Dance Code. Dance Code, Nick Juarez, they win.
And the Pennsylvania bred Dance Code and jockey Nick Juarez get the win. I always knew this was a nice horse. I saw him break his maiden here at Parks, and I mean, he was running against really nice horses in Saratoga this summer.
Yeah, no question. As soon as he broke his maiden, Juan Vasquez immediately went up to Saratoga. As you said, Danny, the Sanford, the Saratoga Special. Didn't run so well in those races, but now back here at home, this was pretty big race. They thought about running in the Jerome. Inside, Juan said at the last minute, I think I'll stay here. He's happy he did.
Real nice body on this horse. I think we're going to see a lot more of him. Here's more of winning jockey Nick Juarez.
We're here with jockey Nick Juarez, who just ran them off their feet with Dance Code and our Parks for Charity. I mean, he was always a nice horse. You had to win with them before. Take us through your stretch run.
Through the stretch run, I was just trying to, he's one of them horses that he's still figuring it out, and Juan's doing a great job with him. First time I rode him, same way, we were blessed to have an outside post, and he was able, I kind of got a good feel for him then. The last time he ran had an inside post just like we had today, but there was just a little more speed than there was today. Today I was real confident and just trying to get him to the lead, and Juan, switched up a little equipment on him, and it really helped me out. And through the stretch, I felt like, he knew that other horse was right there on his hip, and he was just keeping him right there at bay. So I still think he's a horse that's maturing, and looking forward to how he's going to turn out in his 3-year-old year.
Well, it's time for us to head to our first break. When we come back, we're going to have more stakes action from Parks, and our PTHA president, Sal DeBunda, will join us. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The Horseman has been one of my most exciting things that I've ever been involved with. because I feel like I'm really giving.
Looking to join the thrill and excitement of thoroughbred racehorse ownership? Pewter Stable can get you started. With more than 25 years of experience under the leadership of Greg and Kate DeMasi, Pewter Stable is one of the industry's leaders in racing partnerships, winning hundreds of races and millions of dollars at racetracks all over the Mid-Atlantic, including New York. No markup, no management fees, makes our partnerships unique and affordable. We are Pewter Stable.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
Racehorses are pampered,
treated with care, and loved.
Nothing is more important than their health and their safety.
We do right by them,
and they do right by us.
The hard-working folks
who proudly earn our living
in Pennsylvania's horse racing
and breeding industries.
Horse racing is a lot of fun.
But it's so much more.
It provides tens of thousands of jobs.
Jobs, and billions in economic impact each year.
All across the Commonwealth.
Horse racing in Pennsylvania. It's a winner.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing, and joining us is a very special guest, our president of the PTHA, Sal DeBunda. Sal, it's been just a fabulous 2020 here at Parks Racing. Our purses have been up, our handle has been up. Just tell everybody about what a great year we had.
It shows that there's interest by our bettors, that they want to watch racing, especially here at Parks, because we weren't sure what that would be. So it's been very exciting to see that happen. And we're looking forward to even better year next year.
Sal, it's hard to make a comparison to 2020 because it was so crazy, but go back to 2019, the numbers, as Danny said, are dramatically up. PA Derby a record. The last 2 days of the year, we just handled 4.2 million on Tuesday and 6 million on Wednesday. How did all this come about?
Well, Joe Wilson called to make sure I knew that, by the way. I think it's been, I think going to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was a significant move for us. I was reluctant for us to do that because we're so used to Saturday racing, but I think the idea of having Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday and less competition has really worked out well. I think management's been good in that certain days like Kentucky Derby Day, Preakness, they'll move to Saturday, so we'll still have the Saturdays when you need them, but the rest of the time will be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. I think that's worked out well. I think that despite all the other opportunities to bet on other things, that people still like watching racing and betting on it. So that's worked out well.
And we have to talk about one Saturday specifically, the Pennsylvania Derby. It was the best ever, not only the horses, but just the whole show in general.
Yeah, I give some kudos to Bruce for putting all that together. We really had a great day. I think, again, the fields were good. Baffert pulling out at the last minute. Without that, it probably would have even been better. But it really worked out to be well, and we look forward to continuing to support that going forward.
In addition to all the good things that happened, we lost some really good people here. Mike Bellezzi has retired, the executive director that you worked with for years at the PTHA, and Connie Yeomans. What was their contribution through the years,
Well, you know, I've been lucky in my life. A kid from South Philadelphia, ended up thoroughbreds and being involved with other things. But the horseman has been one of my most exciting things that I've ever been involved with, because I feel like I'm really giving. But Mike and Connie have been part of that over 25 years, so I can't tell you how much we'll miss them. But things have to go on, and they have decided to retire actually this Saturday. It's their last day. I wish them both well and thank them both for the contribution they've made to the PTHA and its members, the owners and trainers, and the people who work on the backside. It's been Michael and Connie, thank you very much.
And you have a replacement coming in starting on Monday, Jeff Maddie, graduate of St. Joseph's University, grew up here in Bensalem, been a Parks guy forever, most recently worked as a stable manager for Joe Bessiker. What about Jeff?
Well, yeah, I first met him. He had a lot of enthusiasm, loved the horse, which was very attractive to me. The board felt that they all interviewed him directly. they felt that. The only problem is he's 30 years of age. I said, if you mention that again, you're fired. I don't want to hear how you're 30 years of age. But I think he really brings an excitement and enthusiasm. And he's right here in Bensalem, which is just amazing to me that he's right here. We didn't have to pay for him to move in or anything like that. So he starts on the 3rd. And we're looking forward to that. We have a whole lineup of things he's going to do. He has some learning to do. He's certainly not nowhere near what Mike Bellezzi was, but he's willing to put the effort in. He understands what's ahead of him, and he's going to do that work. So we look forward to that.
Well, we're so grateful for Mike and Connie's years of service and looking forward to Jeff Maddie stepping in and moving forward with Pennsylvania racing. And Happy New Year, Sal. I know you wanted to give some Happy New Year wishes.
I just want to give Happy New Year wishes to all of our members, the owners and trainers, our staff, my board, and everyone out there who supports this show. How many has it been? 20-some years, I guess, at this point that show's been on, and it really is exciting to see how it continues to go on. And I hear about it all the time from both fans and people who just flip through channels and said, I saw this show and it was great. So thank you both too for doing this, and we're looking forward to a happy 2022. Thank you again for having me.
Oh, thanks so much, Sal. Absolutely. And we're going to head back into some Parks Stakes races. It's the $100,000 Mrs. Claus for fillies and mares. And our favorite is the number 4, Don't Call Me Mary, 6-5, ships in for trainer Todd Pletcher and does get Kendrick Carmouche.
Yeah, really neat Pennsylvania bred, but kind of infamous around here, Danny, right? Because Don't Call Me Mary is the only horse to ever finish in front of our beloved Chuck Wagon.
Oh, she sure is. And Truth Hurts takes second choice at 5-2 for trainer Chad Summers. Gets Paco Lopez, who's up from Gulfstream Park. And I got to see this filly schooling in the paddock this week. She looked great.
Yeah, she did look great, and she's been in against obviously some very, very good horses. You see her lines, and Bell's the One is on there a few times.
Here's the call of the Mrs. Claus Stakes.
It's Jakarta, who's in hand, has got an easy lead right now, is only a length in front. Truth Hurts is trying to move on through at the rail, tries to apply that pressure right now. Here's Truth Hurts making a move at the rail, just ran past Don't Call Me Mary, who's in between rivals. Dr. B is ranging out wider. Also trying to run on is Miss Mosaic. It's a gap of 4. Promise Storm is picking up momentum. Excitable Lady and the trailer Like a Pro. It is all Jakarta, who's widening right now. Jakarta is clear by 2. Jakarta at the top of the stretch. Miss Mosaic is in pursuit. Truth Hurts has got to pick it up. So does Don't Call Me Mary, who is 4 off the leader. Miss Mosaic continues to chase Jakarta. Jakarta with an 8 to go. Miss Mosaic down the center of the racetrack. Jakarta. Miss Mosaic gets down to these 2. Jakarta with the rail. Here's Jakarta, who just keeps on going.
And Jakarta winning at 18-1 with jockey Michael Sanchez, now trained by Michael Trombetta. I mean, she just got the break and just kept running.
Yeah, no doubt, Danny. This was interesting. Her paper was really hidden because all you saw in there was turf races and a Tapeta race. But if you looked up in that right corner, her dirt fast races, 8 starts, 5 wins. If you looked a little back, which Michael did, they were all at Penn. And she ran really fast. She ran just like she did at Penn. Got loose and she was gone. And if you were paying attention to all of that and you were a believer, you got 18-1.
Absolutely. And Miss Mosaic chasing for second. I loved everything about this mare. She's been chasing Bell's the One all year, and she still had to settle for second place. Here's more with jockey Michael Sanchez.
I heard Mike Maker's assistant give you instructions in the beginning. What were they?
Actually, we were planning to try to take back a little bit. There was a lot of speed in the race. We had speed too, so we didn't want to, kill her, in the front end. But she broke spectacular. I mean, they opened the gate and was 1 egg in front already. They kind of got to me, but I was so comfortable the whole way around. You can see at the tree, I kind of back. I have plenty of horse, and then just took off again.
We're going to head into our $100,000 Chris Kringle Stakes, going 1 mile and 70 yards for our older horses. And our favorite is Davidic Line for trainer Jamie Ness, who's having the year of his life, and jockey Ruben Silvera, 5-2.
Yeah, even for Jamie, this is crazy. He's over 300 wins, closing on 200 here at Parks, and claimed back at Churchill in September. Danny, and the 2 wins here, just dominating and fast. But there's a little bit of heat in this race.
Yeah, he is one fast horse. Now there's 3 horses all going for co-favorite, all at 3-1. We have the 1 I Am Redeemed, the 2 Rock on Luke, and the 5 YY Paul Y. How do you separate these?
It's really difficult. 2 of them trained by Penny Pierce. I Am Redeemed, of course, we saw win a PA-bred stake here back in the day. Rock on Luke has been having a great year, and YY Paul Y, another great claim from Churchill Downs.
Like you said, lots of heat, lots of speed. Here's the call of $100,000 Chris Kringle Stakes with Chris Griffin.
Rock on Luke and Paco Lopez. They are taking it to the half-mile pole. Davidic line is right to the outside, applying the pressure, getting closer. I Am Redeemed to the inside with Y Paul Y, who's cruising up on the outside, but is fourth. Got passed by I Am Redeemed to the inside. Informative has picked up some spots, passes Bird King. Senior Investment, someday Jones can see them all. Rock on Luke with the head in front. Davidic line is ready to challenge right to the outside. Y Paul Y is going to make a wide rally. I Am Redeemed has room at the rail. It's 4 across the racetrack here as they approach the quarter-mile pole. Now I Am Redeemed tips to the outside as these front two cross over. Here at the top of the stretch, Davidic line puts a nose in front. Rock on Luke, Y Paul Y. I Am Redeemed gets squeezed in between horses. Y Paul Y is your leader. Davidic line is trying to come on back. I Am Redeemed has had a tough trip, is trying to make up ground to the inside. Someday Jones from the back. Y Paul Y has kicked clear. Y Paul Y in the center of the racetrack is your winner.
Y Paul Y gets the win with jockey Kendrick Carmouche. They were able to keep clear on the outside and just kick on home.
Yeah, it was the perfect trip for Kendrick, right? He had the two horses right up in front of him battling, and now this horse is 5 for 6 with a second. Since the claim, we talked about these horses coming from Churchill. The two horses that came from Churchill ran 1-2. I wrote about all these races on Let'sGoRacingParks.com this week.
Yeah, I always like Y Paul Y. He improves each race. You like to see that in a horse. And here's more with our winning jockey, Kendrick Carmouche.
Tough pace in here. I thought they would go pretty quick up front, and the two horses up front hooked up, and I just sit there, and when I was ready to go, the horse done most of the work. I just had to guide him and keep him clear, and Penny Pierce them had this horse ready for this race. I'm just the pilot. I just hanged on to him.
We were talking to your agent, Bubser, earlier, and this was your best year. How's it feel to come to Parks and win one of these $100,000 stakes?
I just add to the wins at Philadelphia Park, man. It's always a pleasure, man. This is my place. This is my home. I'm from Philly, I'm originally from Louisiana, but this is home for me. So every win is a win for me and for my fans and all of us, This is what built my career up, Philadelphia Park. So, we got to keep it going, baby. Parks.
We're going to head to another break here. When we come back, we're going to have our jockey and trainer of the week, and we're going to watch the race. It's Santa Anita with Flightline, the unbelievable fast horse for trainer John Sadler. All this when we come back on Let's Go Racing.
Flightline, sailing away, coming to the quarter pole, opening up a length and a half on Team Merchant.
Turning for Home is a nonprofit that has provided nearly 2,800 former racehorses with a safe retirement. The program was created through the foresight of the Pennsylvania Thoroughbred Horsemen's Association.
We all love animals, and to give back to something that helps us so much, it's a great thing.
Responding to the need for a better system that addressed the uncertain future for the retiring equine population at Parks Racing, the PTHA rallied horsemen to support the program.
These horses can do anything from hunter jumpers to western to therapeutic riding.
Turning for Home became the first on-track retirement program at a year-round racetrack.
We want to make sure that our horses that have run so well for us over the years get the great opportunity to get a new vocation.
Out of everything that we've done in Pennsylvania for racing, I think that's the thing we can be most proud of.
If you would like to help these amazing animals find a great second career and forever home, please give us a call or contact us at turningforhome.org.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. Our jockey and trainer of the week is brought to you by Turning for Home, our racehorse retirement program right here at Parks Racing. We have another great Turning for Home success story to share with you. Triple Jump was retired here by trainer Ed Coletti Jr. here at Parks Racing, a beautiful bay Pennsylvania bred filly by the late great sire Jumpstart. She lives with her new adopter, Courtney, who is just absolutely in love with her. They've made so much progress in the last few months together riding, and she's mending Courtney's broken heart from the loss of her older horse that passed away. And we're just so happy these two found each other.
That's what Turning for Home is all about.
Yeah, there's so many other great stories out there, and we love sharing them with you guys. But let's jump into our jockey of the week. We have to give it to Frankie Pennington. Not only did he clinch 2 of the stakes races, he had 6 wins this week.
Yeah, Frankie is so good. Look, he's not going to win the title this year, but he's won enough titles to last a lifetime, and he's in the Hall of Fame here for a reason.
He certainly is. And our trainer of the week and our trainer of the year is Jamie Ness. Mic drop. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, no, Jamie crushed it in 2020 when everybody was kind of not training their horses. He was ready when we came back, and this year has been just insane how many races he's won. Over 300 counting all the racetracks where he runs, but obviously leading trainer here at Parks by a ton.
That is a lot of races. Congratulations to him. We're going to head into race recap brought to you by the Pewter Stable. Check them out at pewterstable.com, a great partnership group. Become an owner with them today. Santa Anita Park, it was the Grade 1 Malibu for 3-year-olds, and all eyes are on the number 5 Flightline.
Yeah, all eyes are on Flightline. Dr. Shivel was the runner-up in the Breeders' Cup Sprint, the 4, and he's not getting bet at all. Flightline, the overwhelming favorite, the 5. Missed the break a touch, got right to the front. And Danny, this was the performance of 2021. I mean, just keeps widening. This is the 3rd straight win by double digits. This is going to be a 118 buyer figure, which is the biggest of the year. He's by Tappet. I don't see any distance limitations. I don't know when we're going to see him next, but this is some fun horse. And congratulations to our friend Terry Finley, who bought this horse at Saratoga a couple years ago for $1 million. He's worth conservatively right now as a son of Tappet, 10. I mean, pick a number.
Yeah.
If he keeps winning, and I don't know why he wouldn't. You know, I think they're shooting for the Met Mile. It's going to be fun to watch in 2022.
Oh, absolutely. Flavian Pratt's going to love the ride above him. Well, it's time for Eye on Racing. 3-year-olds are going to try to get Kentucky Derby points in the Jerome at Aqueduct today. You're going to see some park shippers.
Yeah, you are going to see some park shippers. In fact, Juan Vasquez thought about running his horse who won here in the Jerome, but instead decided to stay at Parks and was glad he did.
And a famous name race, Smarty Jones Stakes, runs at Oaklawn Park.
Of course the Smarty Jones Stakes would be at Oaklawn Park. We got one here, too.
And Santa Anita has another big card. They have the Sham, the La Canada, and the Joe Hernandez.
Yeah, so the Sham is the first big 3-year-old prep out in Southern California, but I don't think you're going to see any of the heavyweights yet. And there's still so much undecided, right? We don't know what's going to happen with Corniche.
Yeah.
He's going to be the 2-year-old champ. He's got no Derby points. What's going to happen with Baffert? Can we schedule a hearing in Kentucky, please, so we can have some sense of what's going to happen?
Yeah, well, the Kentucky Derby is shaping up.
Yes.
Lots of great racing on Saturday for everyone to watch. And it's time for our final break. When we come back, news and notes. We'll be right back on Let's Go Racing.
If you want action and you want it now, you got to get the new Parks Racing mobile app. Wager and watch thoroughbred and harness racing from around the world. With the Parks Racing mobile app, it's easy to open and fund your account. Then place your wagers and cheer on your horse as they thunder down the stretch. With the Parks Racing mobile app, you'll easily make withdrawal requests, view the previous day's replays and results. Plus, open any new account now and you'll be automatically enrolled in the Parks Rewards program. The more you wager, the more you earn. Get the new Parks Racing mobile app and get in on the action.
Did you know absolutely no taxpayer dollars support the Pennsylvania horse racing industry? In fact, racing generates $1.6 billion that pays taxes, creates jobs, and more, right here in Pennsylvania.
Welcome back to Let's Go Racing. News and Notes is brought to you by the Granny Fund, which provides continuing education for our backstretch community. Yeah, I mean, a great year at Parks. We
No
just
question.
really want to wish everybody a happy new year. We've had a lot of fun with you guys. The only big notes here at Parks is we're going to have a post-time change on January 17th. We'll go to 12:25. We'll be at 12:10 until then.
Yeah, we survived 2020 here somehow. 2021 was a great year. The handle was crazy good. PA Derby Day was wild. Great finish with the wild Big 5 carryover on Wednesday. But yeah, we're looking forward to 2022.
Oh, we certainly are. And we look forward to seeing everybody here. We race Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Post time is 12:10 until January 17th. We'll go to 12:25. Thanks so much for joining us. We will see you next time here on Let's Go Racing.